So Ari Lennox says Pam and Martin's relationship. Let me see.
Ari
So I need the
Lennox
full
has
context.
people upset. She made some comments about Martin, the show Martin, and the way that Martin and Pam, y'all know they had the jokey relationship, would go back and forth. Let's take a listen to Ari Lennox.
The thing that pissed me off about Martin was how much he would go on Pam. I'm not like too woke or something is what I'm trying to say. Like I'm honestly problematic. I'm pretty problematic, low key. But my point is that there are some things where I draw the line and it just bothered me. Or like Pam was so beautiful and so fine, and I just feel like growing up as a chocolate girl, I don't even know if I was able to understand the greatness of Pam because of the light that I feel like I was being fed. Of just like always going on Pam, always like that's all I remember. It just would piss me off, like the joking on Pam. I just didn't like that.
Well, she could have watched another show like Family Matters and Cosby
What?
Show, and cause
I mean, low key, but it wasn't just him going at her. They were going at each other. Like that's what friends do. They were cool off camera. They were cool on camera. That's how the relationship was. He would never really like just put somebody down. At least from what I've seen all over the years, he's lifted Pam up so many times. Well, not Pam. Calling her Pam. I mean, that's her name, but still, like Tashina Art. Like, come on.
ain't even living single.
I didn't feel like that. Maybe my view was
I
disproportionate or
didn't feel
something.
that
I
way.
didn't feel that way.
Now, like she said, she is problematic, and that was a very problematic take.
I don't think you should be able to call nobody problematic.
Yo, shut up! I'm just saying, like,
I'm just saying.
because I grew up brown skin, chocolate girl as well. Yes, we all saw Pam beautiful, like she was beautiful, but the jokes went back and forth. It's not
Right.
like
Yes.
Martin just winning on her ass
Pam
all
used
the
to
time.
get with
Pam
Martin.
used to
Yes.
like kill him.
Cry him
Yeah,
up.
now I like me some Ari, but this is just silly.
Absolutely.
Okay, like Ari says she not woke. This is a pretty woke take. Like you need to take a little nap. Okay,
Or maybe
like,
she is asleep.
because to your point, they used to all joke on each other, and she said something in there. She said something like, "I wasn't able to get the full greatness of Pam." That was part of the greatness. Martin would snap
Yeah.
on her, and then
And she
Pam
would come
would
right
be
back.
just as good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Just
a lot
as
of
good,
that
if not
sounds like
better.
projection. You know what I mean? That's why I said there's other shows she could have watched where she would have
And
been
everybody
fulfilled.
on that show got it. Everybody got clowned
It
on
might
that
have
show.
it might have made her feel away because maybe there was somebody in her school joking her like that all the time. But in that show,
Yeah.
everybody got jokes.
Everybody got it.
Everybody.
Well, let's take a listen. I had got some of the Martin jokes cut because they were so iconic. Let's take a listen to number 3.
But see, that's the thing though. Like, I could see what she's talking about if they were complete strangers or something like that. Like, or if it was one-sided, yeah, I get it. But like, if they have that type of friendship and they going back and forth at each other for the camera, mind you, this is not real life. This is a TV show. This is content at the end of the day. So let's put that into perspective. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is much to do about nothing. Like I said, it's one thing if you're doing this with somebody and you don't really know their true intentions. If it's your friend, if you're cool with them, I don't see a problem. But then again, I'm not, a dark skinned woman either, so I'm saying it from my perspective. Somebody was joking me about, like my friends do sometimes, it is what it is. Joke about each other, whatever. But if like someone that I didn't know that I wasn't cool with or something like that, doing that, then yeah, it would be a problem. I don't know.
Oops, she not
Now,
listening.
how we
Like,
get
let me
nobody
see.
here with all the people outside?
Bam, bam, there it is. We just saddle up Pam and just gallop right through
Hilarious.
right through there.
Oh, no horse, basically.
Arsenio Small.
Hilarious.
There we go. Working on his height.
Clever.
And there was never a time you saw Martin joke on Pam and Pam didn't joke
Did
back
not
on
do
Martin.
that.
Yeah.
Never.
Anything.
Never.
Did y'all ever? I mean, I know they had that one episode where they like fake like kissed or something. If anything,
Yeah.
I always thought her relationship with him. I used to be like, do he like her?
That's
Like,
what
why
I
he
was
always,
thinking, low-key.
That's the only thing I ever thought. I never thought she brown skinned.
I know, I
never
thought that.
but
I did.
it's just like that was his girlfriend's best friend. You know, she was always, you know what I mean? Like they were
Yeah.
like brother and sister almost, like just
Low
cracking
key.
on each other.
I
That's
can't
like,
even believe we're explaining this.
right? That's like
That-
me and DC
that's what
Young
I'm
Fly.
saying.
Me and DC Young Fly do the same exact thing that Pam and Martin do. And they're the same. Yo, I know that she hitting at the colorism.
Oh, yeah,
a
'cause
little
he
bit,
call
right?
you uncle.
But they're. You didn't have to, you know? No.
That's
no, he
why I
don't.
be
He
on her
calls me
wig.
his
Don't worry
brother.
about it, Jess. I get her point. Don't worry about it.
Wonder why they, when they was here, they kept calling you that. I'm like,
No,
why?
Chico calls her that.
No, Chico
DC
says I'm
brother.
his uncle.
Oh.
Yes, and DC is my sister. But no, it's I know she's talking about like the colorism thing, but I could see if Martin was a light skinned guy, right, and he was always coming at her complexion, Pam's complexion. They're both the same complexion.
But there
And
was no colorism
It was
jokes
no
on there?
colorism jokes.
It was
but I'm
nappy
saying-
head jokes.
But that,
Beady beady,
right,
beady beady.
beady beady,
That
and
was
all
it.
of that. But that's what Ari is getting at.
Yeah.
Also, like the complexion and all that, because she said growing up a brown skinned girl and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Like you said, she may have been bullied in school. She may not have been comfortable in her skin until later, and just watching the show Martin didn't help that. But that wasn't for you.
And what
then.
sparked that conversation? I know things just be random on social media. Like, why does she just start talking about
I
that?
have been trying to find the full video. I've been trying to find the date it was posted. I could not
See, that's what I was
find
trying to
what
do.
sparked it,
Every
what
now
made
and
it
then-
go
I thought y'all had
viral.
it.
But
Every now and then, you know, Ari just go live and just, you know, she say things. So sometimes it is random. Maybe she was watching Martin and it triggered her. You know, because it's all over. Martin is on Netflix. Martin is on, like, you can find it everywhere. So maybe she
I've
was just
never been
watching.
triggered. I'm a brown skinned girl.
Never.
Never
Never.
been triggered.
Actually, it's still one of the best shows
Shut up.
ever.
What you
Oh,
looking at?
1000%.
What's up?
Shut up, Kat. Continue on.
When she said triggered, I was just like, you haven't been triggered, but you've been wiggered. But that wouldn't make no sense. You know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't make any sense.
That was not
Girl,
even
that
good.
is
what I'm
called
saying.
you
It wouldn't make
Lauren
no sense.
Wiggins
That was
yesterday,
not-
honey.
Wiggy
was not
Smalls.
even- you ain't have to
I call
bring
you
that one
Wiggy
up.
Smalls. You know what I mean? The notorious W.I.G. I can say a
Wiggy
lot of
Small.
stuff.
You made that one up on the fly just
What you
now.
talking about?
Notorious W.I.G. You ain't never called me that.
I've never made nothing up on the fly. That's your
Girl,
hairstylist
you
that be
is
doing
so-
that. You're making stuff up. I don't do things like that, ma'am.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
you
All
see
right.
that?
Yo,
That is the latest with
you-
That has
Lauren.
nothing to do with me. How dare you?
It's all right.
Damn
you
it,
let that
man.
hairline age. You
Now, 20 years down the line, if I were not me, because, you know, I'm not a brown skinned woman, but brown skinned woman were to say they would watch this episode, then, you know, they would feel triggered. Like, you're entitled to your own opinion, like your own feelings. I get it for sure, but like, this is how people communicate when they're cool with each other. They know it's not anything serious, or they don't really, you know, mean anything by no underlying anything like.
just leave my wigs alone.
Don't talk
okay?
about
Better
hairlines
with
when you don't
time.
have one, ma'am.
Better
Wow.
with time. Stop.
No, I'm just
Stop.
simply saying you should not talk about hairlines when you don't have one. Same way Jess shouldn't
First-
call nobody problematic.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just
All
saying.
right.
First of all,
I ain't say
I
that
All
she
right.
was.
All
I
right.
ain't say that I'm not. Ari admitted that she
I
was.
feel like that's over. Yeah, that's yeah. Did they play any more? No, they did. They probably just joked each other. So yeah, this is much to do about it.